guys, what's going on? Welcome to the vlog. My name is Vic Barry. I work as a creative video director and this is what's on my shelf. Yeah. Come on, let me show you. First up, we got like a bit of a charging station here. So this is something for the Osmo Pocket. There is the Mavic drone charger for all the batteries. We've got a micro USB. We've got some USB-C. We have a GoPro charger. We have a ball head on a tripod. Actually, that's a mic stand. We have a monopod. We have some old Christmas cards from themovie.com, which was a site I used to have many moons ago. Here we have a GoPro case, not really in that. Then recently kind of bought one of these guys just to hold stuff. So there's like cloths, there's a GoPro stuff, mainly GoPro accessories in that. Then we've got some cables and other chargers and stuff. So on these shelves here, we have Polar Pro case for the Osmo Pocket. We have a flashlight. Does it even work? Yes, it does. We've got some Polar Pro mounts for the Osmo. That's a phone mount. We have one of the clips. You might remember that from a vlog. We have a mini tripod with the original case for the Osmo Pocket. We have selfie stick with an Osmo Pocket mount. Then we have this piece of junk, and probably one of the best little mini tripods you could ever get is this from Manfrotto. Amazing tripod. And then over here we have kind of a little dolly. So there is a 1/4" tread mount on that, and then you can kind of change the angle to wherever you want the wheels to point, so you can get kind of smooth pans or curved pans. Moving on to the next shelf, we have Skyreet filters for the Osmo Pocket, which we kind of don't use anymore because we use the Polar Pro ones because they're that bit better. That's the Insta360 One X, which I haven't used in a while because I lost the selfie stick. Mount for the Osmo. There is a stray battery there for the RX100 Mark V. These are some filters for the Mavic. There's a GoPro. Tiny little mount. Here we have a PowerShot A40, which was one of the first digital cameras I ever bought. It's got movie mode with audio. It's got 7.5 times zoom, and it still works. I'm thinking of making a video with this as the sole kind of camera in it. This is a case. I actually don't know what it's for. Up here then we've got some LipoSafe bags. These are what you'd put the drone batteries in when you're going on a flight. We've got some old low pro cases. That's the drone up there. We've got some bubble wrap. I don't know why I've done bubble wrap. We've got an old Rode mic that I used to use in my Canon DSLR way back when. We have an aperture light, box. Greatest headphones ever. So that's kind of the gear shelf. Down here there's a toolbox. There's a Coca-Cola fridge. We have some other junk here, which is this pitcher. Which I need to get the right size frame for it because I bought a frame thinking it would fit in and it doesn't. It's short by like 1/4 inch. So yeah, those of you who are familiar with kind of art and stuff might recognize the artist. I'm not going to say who it is. Maybe at the end of the video I will. Then we have a floater for the GoPro. This hole in the wall I punched many moons ago, frustrated for some reason. So now it holds a tripod. It also holds another tripod as well. So I guess, you know, it's useful, right? We've got one of the box lights here. We've got some old pictures up here. I picked this up. This is literally just gone up because I had nowhere else to put it. There's a 3D picture from Alien. Got some very old photos of Jer and me when I went to WrestleMania. That's Michael Cole. Finally, Ireland's come to WrestleMania! That sounded more like Doc Brown than The Rock. So, we've got a whole bunch of movies here. We've got some old Xbox 360 games up there. Blu-rays. Star Wars, of course, on Blu-ray. Anything Wolf of Wall Street, Solo, Star Wars Story, The Martian, Hobbit in 3D, Man of Steel in 3D, Jurassic Park in 3D. 3D glasses don't work because I need to get batteries for them. Wanted, one of the all-time great movies, Iron Man 3, one of my favorite Iron Man movies. That's annoying because that's upside down. Get in. Then we got some DVDs. So I used to be a huge DVD collector. And we've dumped, well, not dumped, we've kind of put some of the ones that were up on those shelves into storage. And these are kind of ones that are left behind. So I don't really want to part with them too much, but there's a lot of old DVDs here. Here's a great movie. The Life Aquatica with Steve Zissou, Bill Murray. Here is actually, I was looking for this. I had no idea where it was. This is our wedding video that we have never watched. Polar Express for that one time of the year. There's all the Lord of the Rings, the extended edition, which we went through not so long ago. On the DVD stuff, there's some more stuff here. Let me see, can I drag this light back a little bit? Here's probably one of the better De Niro movies. Ronin, really, really good show. Probably some of the best car sequences ever shot. If you want a different Jim Carrey movie, there it is. That's The Majestic. Really good. Especially it's kind of a little bit of a love letter to cinema. So, I don't know, maybe pause this and you'll see some other stuff. Son of the Beach. So I was a big Howard Stern fan. And this was something he produced. It's awful. But I bought it anyway. And yeah, so DVDs. Like there's old Eddie Murphy stuff from Saturday Night Live. Oh man, DVDs were my drug of choice. The only drug I did. Now, so let me move this light out of the way and we'll get into some of these books. I've had a lot of these books for a while. Some of them you might be interested in. Some of you might never have heard of. So hang on, I'll get this light out of here. And when I say get this light out of here, I just kind of put it back there. Okay. So some of these books, right. Amazing book. This one here, I was a big Andy Kaufman fan. Lost in the Funhouse, The Life and Mind of Andy Kaufman. Really good book. And then for anybody that's into talk shows, this is the best book that you will ever get. The Late Shift, Letterman, Leno, and the Network Battle for the Night by Bill Carter. You might pick this up secondhand on eBay. It's really good. We've got it's a signed David Blaine book actually, because I went through a David Blaine phase for quite some time. So I think there's David Blaine's signature, Mysterious Stranger. I don't even think I read it. I just bought it for the signature. Up the top, before I continue on the shelves, we have a Predator mask. We've got some old limited edition stuff. There's a limited edition box set of E.T., Scarface, Inception. There's like King Kong production diaries there, House of Flying Daggers, limited edition box set, and some other stuff. Right, okay, other books. I did a lot of 3D animation when I was younger. This is kind of one of the pivotal books. 3D Creature Workshop. I'm trashing the shelf for you people. Big Tom Green fan back in the day. Droid Maker, George Lucas and Digital Revolution. Good insight. And then it's here. Probably my favorite book of all time. Definitely at the very top of the list. Howard Stern, Miss America. I bought this so many moons ago and I just read it, I think, in 2 nights. I could not put it down. Really, really good book. And then we've got Orange County Choppers, The Tale of the Tuttles. I used to be a big fan of those guys. Batman Cacophony. Amazing Kevin Smith book. There's a Halo graphic novel that Microsoft sent back in the radio days. Then I used to be a huge Letterman fan, so I have a load of Letterman stuff around the place, but that, I don't think too many people will have seen that book. Letterman's book of top 10 lists. George Lucas blockbusting. It's all about blockbusting, as it were. Then there's Kick-Ass, one of my favorite comic book movies. Hot Press Yearbook 2011 and 2009. I'm in that. Sopranos book. This is an amazing book. I'm going to take it out in a minute. It's about New York City around 9/11. Bunny Suicides, Andy Riley, pure genius. Graffiti stuff, Scott Pilgrim, Kevin Smith, Boring Ass Life, Silent Bob Speaks. We got some Sin City there, which is an amazing movie, amazing comics. Another Andy Kaufman one. This is by Bob Zmuda, of course, who you would know as Paul Giamatti in the movie Making a Star Wars. Then we have first edition of Miss America, Private Parts, James Cameron, The Futurist, Gordon Ramsay, Watchmen, of course, Kick-Ass, Arkham Asylum, Kick-Ass 2, which was insane. The movie sucked. Over here, we've got American Jesus by Mark Miller. We've got some photography books. We've got 3D lighting and compositing, Setting Up Your Shots, really good books. If you want a book on photography, Understanding Exposure, that's the one to get. We've got other graphic novels here. Umbrella Academy, load of Kevin Smith stuff, Bluntman and Chronic, Chasing Dogma, Clerks. There's Wanted. Official Three Stooges encyclopedia. Absolutely love Three Stooges. Blues Brothers, very rare book. And then here's something that you might not have known. If I can, hang on. Let me put this camera over here just for a moment. I am sweating. It is so hot inside here. So this might mean nothing to nobody. It's 3D World magazine. It's basically, if you're into 3D graphics and stuff like that and computer CGI stuff, then this is, and it's still going. This is the magazine for you. So I did an awful lot of this when I was younger. This is from March 2002. Let me show you. So it had to work, didn't it? The first page in this was the new iMac at the time. And I had such a graw for design for this that I designed this in Lightwave 3D. So there's the new iMac on top of the old iMac, all done from scratch in Lightwave 3D. So they published that. I had a frame version, but this is the last copy of the 28 copies of the magazine I bought. So yeah, there's a bit of interesting, like the rest of those, I'm in other magazines there and Hot Press doing interviews and stuff like that, and then other columns I wrote, and we were featured in wedding magazines and stuff. Or now let me take those out and you guys can see it, maybe you're interested. Then down here, this is just kind of I don't know, it's like I tried to get all my life inside here after having stuff in another room for so long. But there's a DeLorean, there's a Millennium Falcon, there's a sports almanac, there's a Terminator bus. So I'm in a lot of magazines. This is the Hot Press yearbook. Hot Press is a huge magazine in Ireland, still is. This is from 2011. So there I am down there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm there. And this is the 2009 one. This is the thing that's brought out every year, kind of a who's who in certain industries and music and film and kind of media and publicity and event management and all that kind of stuff. So I'm on page 132 here. But there I am. Even got a photograph this time around. So all of this is for posterity. I don't know, is the Osmo blowing all that out? But yeah, there I am. I'm not going to bore you with all the other magazines, right? But the one book I said I'd give you guys a look at, which I don't even know if you can get this anymore, but it's an amazing book. If it comes out. Oh, there it comes out. So it's called Here is New York. Big fan of photography books when I actually have space for them. So basically this is called A Democracy of Photographs. And it was worth every penny. It's quite poignant. So there's all photographs from 9/11. There's some really harrowing photographs here. You guys can't even see those. But there's some amazing stuff. New York's a very special place to me. I remember when 9/11 happened, but I'm not going to get into that here. I remember where I was and what I was doing, which was, ironically enough, driving past a graveyard towards Cardigan Lane in a car. So yeah. Anyway, this is an amazing book. So let's get that back in here. Oh, man, see, I'm just gonna have to fix all of this later on. So we've tried to make some space downstairs for some of the kids stuff, and as a result I've moved a lot of my books out. I've put a lot into storage. I've taken some of the ones that mean a bit to me or that I'd like to have, and they're still kind of here. Oh man, it's like a workout inside here with the heat. So yeah, cramped, but a lot of heart and soul in this place. My name is Vic. I hope you enjoyed that kind of tour. A little bit different, but that's what's on my shelf. Or shelves. Insane. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Don't forget, if you like this video, hit subscribe. And as we always say, don't stop fighting for yourself.